from
go.
M&T Bank
Let's
Stadium
get it.
in Baltimore, Maryland. This is the National Football League.
Let's get it.
As we'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Joe Flacco and the Cleveland Browns.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
All right, let's go offense. Let's go.
This will be a touchback. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And down
First down.
He goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry. And here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson, escaping the pressure right.
First down again and more.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry.
Get off me.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
Come on,
I
D-Hop.
like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Oh, and this one may need
30
to go
inches.
back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
First down.
The 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Here's Jackson. eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the script. There gets him 6, and it'll be second down. You know,
what I like about that play, he didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder.
Kick is good.
This one is right through, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good.
Go defense.
Take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And leading them out, it's the man who left Baltimore as the greatest passer in franchise history. MVP of Super Bowl 47, Joe Flacco.
Let's see. Let's go, defense.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw.
Get him. Let's go.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku.
3rd down.
He's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A nice punt, but a
almost to the 30.
As well, 13 yards. And the Ravens
a yard short.
take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
DeAndre Hopkins.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Caught. side, Hopkins.
First down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Ah, come on, my tight end, bro.
So much for the first down.
And they could have, would have, should have had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They didn't.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at
Second
the 41.
down.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play,
third down.
Extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with
first down.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided
nobody open side to throw it away.
Establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Throw left side complete.
First down.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the
First
edge
and goal.
at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play.
2nd and goal at the 2.
Really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know who I'm throwing it to, but I gotta watching the defender.
Throwing is Jackson.
Love DeAndre Hopkins open, bro.
Touchdown.
That linebacker.
DeAndre Hopkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Ravens are able to extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to
Or this man had both feet in bounds.
Official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
I don't know, because I don't know about that left foot, so.
How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
What?
So they
I guess it counts. I guess it was a touchdown.
A touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. yards all told. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
No defense.
Yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And
2nd and 2.
Bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Flacco.
Pick. Let's go.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not.
Come on, Derrick
his best
Henry.
ball.
We got to
I
get
think
you a
he knew this
touchdown,
was
my guy.
trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Yeah, maybe
First down.
Pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Open man, that's Henry.
That's roughing the passer. What a touchdown.
That's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Roughing the passer. Defense. The penalty is declined. Touchdown.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out.
Lock him down, defense.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this.
Taking him 5.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. That will set him back nearly.
That was a sack,
Here
bro.
on first down of the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Flacco looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
I want it to be DeAndre Hopkins.
Now it's Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Jackson. Well, looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete.
Could have been a catch, bro.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Where are you even
You're
going,
down
bro?
3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively.
13.
Nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think
Now you can go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's Flacco. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman.
3rd and 5.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Do not let them score
Another
defense.
nice
Come on,
gain,
let's go, let's
16
go.
yards there and a first down again. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once more, it's Flacco.
Give me that.
Oh, everything falling apart now.
Roquan
Another
Smith.
Intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right.
Ooh, that was sketchy.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's Jackson to throw. He completes it to Henry. So an agile move.
Only 1-yard gain. Okay.
Down right near the 25.
37.
And now
Let's
they'll
go.
take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the
No,
final
I'm just
few
running the
ticks
ball
here in
because I don't want to.
So
I don't want to
7
mess it
yards
up.
from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. This time they stay on the ground, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first.
That was my fault.
Broadway. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cedric Tillman. 75 yards.
All good.
And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after here coming up. And it's 17-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again.
First down.
Be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right.
It away.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10.
Appreciate the 2 people that's watching.
Inside handoff. Henry. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought
3rd and
down.
7.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7.
We was on the roll. We was on the roll. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Jackson. Henry's got it. Out on the
Off
left
me.
side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
And that doesn't
Hey, we're going to kick it away. I don't want to risk
be
it.
an impactful play because if you get those pass rushers second. Guessing themselves that they might get hit with a
That
screen,
was a horrible
maybe
kick.
you wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true.
Give me that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Let's go. Roquan Smith. Roquan Smith. Let's go.
At the 34-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Throw it away. I saw
Play of the drive there is
the
incomplete.
defender on the edge trying to pass rush.
Catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Jackson's throw.
Sitting there reminiscing, man.
Complete there to Bateman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Got to go with a screen on 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson.
1st down.
Left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down this
2nd and
time
4.
at the 5-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he gets him a little bit
3rd and
closer.
2.
Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he
Mark
take
Andrews,
up the
don't
space,
mess it up on this
let the
one.
linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It will be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Flacco. Open man, that's Tillman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And tackled down.
3rd down.
Gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They run with Ford. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, Flacco.
Get him.
And the Raven pressure too much.
Loss of 10, 2nd and 20.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Flacco. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. And he's
Third down and 9.
Hard at the end of that one. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Now Flacco. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Flacco. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Now the first carry here for their running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Room past the 35. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
First down.
Get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry.
First down and more.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you gotta go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, But you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
Lost of
and
yardage.
maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Meanwhile, on
Bro, that was
fourth down,
6
they take a
points.
shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what
Well, I'll
you
take
want
the 3.
anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Flacco to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Pick off of deflection, bro. Let's go.
It's off by Roquan Smith, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Henry up the middle. And he's taken down
First down.
inside the 30. 116 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the
Second
football
and
at
inches.
this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry.
First down.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. 2nd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10.
Third down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now a handoff to Henry. And he has the Ravens
First and goal.
It would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Henry will score.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for two. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before
I left him wide open, bro.
the 35. Open man downfield. Judy. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Judy. 37 yards. And the Browns have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Second and 4.
Gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
First and goal.
Touchdown to the end, but a big play on that one. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock.
We'll take the 3.
Game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.